This is your complete guide to the abstract ecosystem. GM and welcome to a new video. It's time to make a complete guide. I already covered the abstract ecosystem in roughly 20 videos already. We started in a testnet. We covered the abstract games last week and we have weekly updates on everything. But I thought it would be time to actually give a complete guide now because so much has happened and there's so many questions in the several videos that I decided to make this overview here to have everything in one video for everyone that is interested in the abstract ecosystem. Also, a lot has changed in the abstract portal. There's a lot of questions around the abstract global wallet, and this is the reason why I'm doing this video. So as always, all the links are down in the description. While you're down there, make sure to subscribe to my channel, leave a like and send this video to everyone you know so they can get onboarded to abstract. We're gonna cover a lot of things in this video. We're gonna take a look at how to get started, how to set up your abstract global wallet, which is a little bit different than your usual wallet, how to get funds out of your abstract global wallet, how the portal is set up, how to gain experience points, and all those different things that you need to know, like the block explorer, what we know so far around a potential airdrop, how to get boosts and multipliers, how to qualify for the different badges. All of that will be covered in this video. So let's go. First of all, let's create an account for abstract, because you can't just sign up with your usual wallet and use that, but you rather need to use the abstract global wallet. This is because abstract calls itself the consumer blockchain and consumer crypto. As you can see here, we're on the official page abs.xyz. If you go here, you will see this. And as you can see, it is backed by Igloo. This is the company behind the Pudgy Penguins, and they are the ones leading abstract. Now, if you click on start building, then you can see the different docs. And before we actually sign up the account, I wanted to give you one or two infos that will help you navigate the ecosystem. And please bear with me, this will only take 1 or 2 minutes and then we'll get into the actual practical stuff. But some theory here. Let's talk about what abstract is real quick. And they write this very well here in the documentation. Abstract is a layer 2 L2 network built on top of Ethereum, designed to securely power consumer-facing blockchain applications at scale with low fees and fast transaction speeds. And that's basically what a layer 2 solution is. It is built on Ethereum, and you can see this here. It is EVM compatible. This is important for all the developers, but also for the users, because it means that it looks and feels like Ethereum, but with lower gas fees and higher transaction throughput. Other layer 2 solutions are Base, Monad, which is coming up, and a lot of others that are building on top of Ethereum. And this is useful for all the developers because they can use all the smart contracts and everything. All the development is basically the same on Ethereum, on Base, on Abstract, and all those other EVM compatible chains. It is a zero knowledge rollup, ZK rollup. If you don't know what that is, it's not too important, but I think this sentence explains it very well, and you at least heard it once. It is a scalable alternative to Ethereum. It achieves this scalability by executing transactions off-chain, batching them together, and verifying batches of transaction on Ethereum using ZK proofs. So abstract is a zero knowledge rollup or ZK rollup. It's not too important right now. I just wanted to name this. This is a practical guide, so we don't go into zero knowledge rollup, optimistic rollups, and all of that kind of stuff. You just know it's a ZK rollup, it's a layer 2 on Ethereum, and therefore it's EVM compatible. And that should be it for now. Let's create an account for abstract, because as I said, for the abstract portal, which is basically your dashboard on abstract, you can see it here already. It moves around a bit. Discover, connect, earn. Discover exciting on-chain apps, connect with creators through streams, and earn rewards with your AGW. AGW stands for Abstract Global Wallet, and it's basically a browser wallet. Usually you have the browser extensions, for example, as you can see here on the top right, MetaMask, Phantom, Saltflare, Reby, Magic Eden, all those different wallets. You can see Xverse here as well. They are all browser extensions. With the Abstract Global Wallet, you basically have a wallet already integrated in your browser. So they do this with Reby, which is a service that allows different portals, platforms, Dapps to create wallets with an email address. And this is what I would advise you to do as well. Create your account with an email. You can also log in with your wallet, but the thing is, they definitely create a new wallet for you and they link this with your wallet. You can also link your other wallets later. For example, if you have MetaMask or Reby as your typical EVM wallet, then feel free to link this later. But the easiest way to set up an account is via email. And you can do this just by typing in your mail. And then once you typed in your mail, you get a code. Welcome to Abstract, sign in with your email or connect a Web3 wallet to get started. So you need to enter the code. This is for first time signups, but also for the usual login after some time. You will get an email that looks like this. Log into Abstract, your code is, this is my code. It expires in 10 minutes. So even if you see this, then it doesn't give you anything. You can see the platform. I use a Chrome browser on macOS and it is protected by Reby, as I just said. Now we enter this code here and then we are in. And now this is already an account that has been used for quite some while. You've seen this in all of my other Abstract videos, but this all looks the same once you sign up for the first time. Of course, your wallet would be empty and there wouldn't be any money in it because you will need to fund this. As I said, they create a new wallet for this, so you need to fund your wallet. And this is the first thing that we're gonna take a look at after we went through the Abstract portal overview. As you can see here, we have this sidebar. We can collapse it or we can bring it back. Then we see here the wallet, we can hide the balance. I don't mind, so I can show it to you. If you click on it, then you will go to my wallet. We have several points here in the menu. We have the Discover section where we see some spotlighted apps. We see the live streams and we can explore all the different apps. Basically, this here is the Discover tab. Then we have the streams. We have streamers on Abstract. You can sign up as a creator. We're going to go into the streams later. Then under my wallet, you get there if you click on my wallet or if you click on a wallet. I just clicked on this. Let me get back to Discover. Now click on wallet. As you can see, this is the wallet overview. This is the first thing we're going to take a look at. Once we went through the different points, we have an integrated trade option here in the portal, and also we see the rewards, which we're gonna take a closer look later as well, because we want to gain experience points for the potential Abstract airdrop, of course. Now, first of all, the most important thing is the wallet. As you can see, this is your profile here, and you can do several things here. First of all, you can change your PFP. If you own any NFTs in your wallet, then you can use them as your PFP. Or there are several that are already in here that you can choose from. I'm gonna go with this one here that I have in my wallet. And also you can see your wallet address. So this here is your Abstract Global wallet address. The first thing we want to do in a profile, after we maybe changed our profile picture or we changed the cover photo, we want to edit the profile. What you want to do is definitely give yourself a username so others can find you with your username. You can also add a description. You have 200 chars as you have for the X bio, for example. Describe yourself if you want. You can see your mail. You also can put in your social links in here. I pinned them because of potential scammers pretending to be me. Click here on this to open the settings. Then you can enable the passkey login, which you could do. You should enable the two-factor authentication, which I will do right after this video here. They enabled this not too long ago, so I haven't done this. And you can also export your private key, so you could import your Abstract Global Wallet into your browser extension if you want. Now, if you want to add other wallets, which I promised you that you would be able to do even afterwards, then you can click here on the three dots, click on sign-in methods, and then you can add another wallet, and you can click on connect wallet, and then you can choose from the list of wallets as well. So this is helpful. Also, you can manage the session that you have going on with your session keys. You can revoke all of those if you want. And that's the basic setup for your profile. Now, what you need to do is you need to fund your wallet with ETH, because ETH is used for the transaction fees and you need some ETH to do the different tasks here. And there's several things that you need to think of. This will be the next part of this complete guide here on the Abstract ecosystem, how to fund your wallet. All right, you can see this. We are under my wallet. Then we can click on fund. And we have several options here. We can bridge from another chain. We have the centralized exchange that we can transfer from here, Coinbase and MoonPay, or deposit funds manually. And there's something that you really need to be aware of. You can only accept the funds if you send them from Abstract chain to the Abstract Global Wallet. If you send some ETH from the mainnet or from Base, Polygon, or wherever, the funds are lost. There's no way right now to recover them. There's lots of people that have lost money because of that. So be aware, you need to send from Abstract chain to Abstract. So let's take a look at the different options that are best. Now, let's click on bridge. We're getting directed to Jumper Exchange. And what we can do is, we already see that send to wallet, and this here is the exact same wallet as we have here. If we copy this, this shows exactly the same send to wallet. Yeah, that's exactly the same. So we can choose, for example, if I have ETH on Arbitrum, which I do not have a lot, but it would be enough. I could send $5 from ETH Arbitrum to ETH Abstract. Okay, there's no routes available. So let's check on a Base, for example. Do I have some ETH on Base? Yes, I do. Now, a route from Base would be acceptable. It would cost less than a cent, and I would get $3 there. As you can see, mainnet is always more expensive than sending from an L2 to another L2. As you can see, it would cost roughly $1. And this way, I could bridge from my usual browser wallet to the Abstract blockchain and to my Abstract Global Wallet. If I would click on Review Bridge and see, okay, this works, I could start bridging, accept this in my wallet, and then the funds would show up here in my wallet balance in my Abstract Global Wallet. One other way that we can do this, if we click fund and click on deposit funds manually, then we can copy the address, which is the same if we click here. Then we need to go to our browser wallet, in our case MetaMask or Reby, and we would need to send the funds manually if we already bridged funds to the Abstract mainnet. In my case, with Reby, for example, I would click on send and I would choose Abstract as the blockchain. How to get Abstract added to your browser wallet? This is rather simple. If we go to the Abstract Explorer, appscan.org, as I said, all the links are down in the description. You can scroll down, as you've seen probably in my other videos explaining other blockchains. There's always in the block explorers one button where you can add this to your wallet. If you click on Add Abstract, then I choose MetaMask, and then I'm able to add Abstract as a blockchain to MetaMask, and then I would go the usual way as shown here in abstract. I would make sure that the chain is abstract. As I said, if it is not abstract, the funds are lost. Then you can paste in your abstract global wallet. As you can see, I already bookmarked this in my Reby wallet, and then I could send the ETH there, and then it would also show up. Now, if I wanted to get funds out of my abstract global wallet, I would do the same. Basically, I would go here, click send, then I would go here, put in 0.01 ETH, for example, then I would add my browser extension wallet. In my case, I would just go in here, copy this in Reby wallet, paste the address here, and then review and hit send. And this way I could send the tokens. I can also use other tokens. For example, I have some Pengu here, not a lot, but I could send this as well. And also I can choose from the different NFTs that I have in this wallet and send them as well. So this way it's super simple to get funds in here and to also send funds. All right, that's basically the overview of the My Wallet tab. Now let's go into the rewards section, because a lot of you are interested in this, how to gain experience points. There's a lot of things that we need to take a look at. All right, let's break it down in the most simple way. We have different sections here. In the rewards tab, we can see a flash badge. Gonna go into detail what that is in a while. Then we can see our own status. As you can see here, I'm on the silver tier, and there are several bonuses that we can get. And we can see our experience points. They are always updated on a Tuesday. As you can see here, the next update in my case is in 1 day and roughly 5 hours. Earn experience points throughout the week by using abstract, live streaming, and more. Then we can also see the different badges that we already earned. Then we see the weekly recap and the different perks. Now, the first badges are super simple to get, and we're gonna talk about this second. I really like this overview here from ICE. Make sure to follow their account as well, because this is a great overview. The abstract badges are divided into different categories, and the super easy ones to get are the regular ones. There's an easy way to do this. I already showed you in the profile how to connect your Discord or your X account. If you do this, you will be able to claim, if we click on view all, to claim this one here and this one. If you funded the account, as I just showed you, you can claim this badge as well. The other ones are also very easy to get. We're gonna do this once we come to the different tabs in the portal. There's also the flash badges, and those are shown here. Right now it's the Giga Juicy flash badge. I already have a video showing how to get this, but this changes on, a kind of regular, irregular basis. Every couple of days, every 1 to 2 weeks, there's a new flash badge, and you can only get the flash badge while it is shown here. If the Giga Juicy flash badge is still available while you're watching this video, you can see this video here. You could bookmark this for later, where I show you how to actually get the flash badge step by step. As I said, there's weekly updates on my channel on how to get the different flash badges and the different updates around the abstract ecosystem. So those are the flash badges, and you can only claim them during the time that they are available. There's also some secret flash badges that are not shown until you reached the goal. Actually, most of them are really hard to get, or you need to spend money to actually get them. I also have a video explaining how to get all of those. I will link it here as well, but I don't want to go into too much detail here, because this video will be long enough even without going into all the unnecessary details. Okay, you now know everything around the different badges. The XP updates are coming weekly. We don't know how to get experience points, because as the abstract team stated, it changes from week to week. So you might get some points for playing games, and we've seen that genuine usage of the platform, of the different dApps, gives you the most experience points, but we don't know how much you get for doing what on the platform. But for example, playing the different games on the platform definitely helps. And what definitely gives you experience points is getting badges. That gives you 150 experience points per badge guaranteed. So this is one thing that is settled, but apart from that, we don't know much. But there's always a but, right? You can get extra points if you have certain roles. And there's the difference between the bonuses here on the left and the holder bonus on the right. Let's talk about the Pengu holder bonus first. Pengu plans to have a significant tie-in with Abstract in the near future, but for now enjoy extra experience points every week based on your tier. So if you own a certain amount of Pengu, then you get a certain role on the Abstract Discord. So you need to go on the Abstract Discord and you connected your Discord to the Abstract Global Wallet so they know which Discord user you are. And if you verified holding at least 88,888 Pengu or more, then you get the Pengu 1 role, and that gives you static experience points each week. I think it should be roughly about 1,000 experience points, something like that. And then if you own 888,000 and so on, you get Pengu 2 and 8 million and so on, you get Pengu 3, which gives you more and more static experience points each week without doing anything. For the whales out there, if you own this much, you get a lot of experience points just for holding this. Just make sure that you verified holding this many Pengu tokens on the Abstract Discord and that you have your Discord connected to the Abstract Global Wallet. So lots of connections, but if you do this, it'll be worth it experience points wise. Then we also get some percentages. As you can see, if you're Elite Chat on the Abstract Discord, then you get 12.5%. If you're in graduated Elite Chat as I am, you get 25% bonus. It doesn't stack, as you can see here. So I don't get 37.5% because it's 12.5 here and 25 here. This one then is gone. And if I reach the Giga Chat for being super active and helpful on the Abstract Discord, then I would get the 75% and not 25 plus 75. But what stacks is one of those three with those here. So if you hold a Pudgy Penguin, you get a 50% XP point bonus plus the 25 in my case on top. So if I have one Pudgy Penguin and also am graduated Elite Chat, I get 75% bonus. If I am Giga Chat and hold a Pudgy, then I get a 125% bonus. I hope that makes sense. So those don't stack, but this with one of those stacks. And then you get experience points, which is definitely helpful as well. Now you know everything around the rewards tab. Let's go to trade, because here you can trade within your Abstract Global Wallet. You can also click here to show chart. You have some options. If you click here, you can set the slippage. If you don't know what that is, just leave it on auto. You could, for example, get some Pengu. In my case, I could spend $5 and get some Pengu. You can see the chart here, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. You see the market cap, the volume, the liquidity, the holder count. You can also show this on Dex Screener, Gecko Terminal, in the Abstract Explorer, all of that. You can show the history, you can see the trades that I did here. Also, you can review this and then you can hit send and then you trade the tokens. And once you did this for the first time, doesn't matter how many tokens you swapped, then you can go to rewards, hit the refresh button, and then you get the trader badge as well. Then you have almost all of the different regular badges. You know how to trade on chain. You can also click explore, see some of the top tokens on Abstract. And the last thing where you get a regular badge for is upvoting, and this is super simple. You just go to discover here and you can see the spotlight apps, and if you hit here, you see this button on the top right. I hover over it, I click on it, and now I upvoted this app. If I go down and see here other apps that I like, for example, I like Magic Eden as a marketplace, then I just hit upvoted, and boom, that's it. If I go back to rewards and click on refresh, then I will be able to claim the app voter badge. So this way you claimed all of the regular badges that I've shown you here. You already have 5 badges then. If you get 1 or 2 flash badges over time, then you're not just a basic user, and you should be able to climb to the silver tier in a not too long time. And if you want to go to one of the apps, for example, the Roach Racing Club, you can try that one out. If you click on visit app, then you get directed to the website and you can log in with your Abstract Global Wallet. Let me log out here so I can show you how to log in with your Abstract Global Wallet if you go to one of the different apps, because it's a bit different than your usual browser wallet, as I said. Now we click on visit app, then we're on the Roach Racing Club website. If we click on login or sign up, then a new tab opens up. If this doesn't show, then probably this is the Chrome browser blocking this. Then you should be able to see a little button here. I'm on the top right, if you can see this. Then you click on it and then you need to hit allow pop-ups. Now I approve this, and sometimes you need to sign an extra message, then a new pop-up opens up, as you know, for your browser wallet probably, and then you sign a transaction that you're actually signing into the app. And this way you can sign into the different apps and platforms. Feel free to discover all of the different apps. I don't want to go into all of those different apps here. If you have any questions on some of the apps, just let me know, ask down in the comments, or let me know what your favorite dApps or platforms or games on Abstract are so far. Maybe I haven't tried it out because there's more and more games, platforms and dApps on Abstract, and maybe it's worth checking them out, and others might want to check them out as well. Talking about the portal, there's one last tab left, and this is the Streams tab. As you can see here, stream apps to earn experience points. Apply to become a creator and start streaming to earn experience points. XP will rewarded weekly on Tuesdays at 9 AM PST. We already covered this, but you can sign up and apply as a creator. So you can check status, for example. I applied but haven't heard back. As you can see, the application is pending, but feel free to send out your applications. And apart from that, if you're not a streamer, you can scroll through here, watch the different streams, go in there, and also you can select several languages. There's German missing. Definitely we need German in here. I only see a couple of those, but yeah, let's go with English because all of us can understand this. And yeah, let's click here. And then we can see, we can send likes, we can follow the creator, we can create clips. And if there's something funny, for example, we can go in here, we can set a, for example, viral clip, we can set a description, create the clip, and then we can post it on social media and maybe get a special badge for this. As you can see, this is super helpful, and I think this is one of the main reasons why Abstract is gaining more and more attractions, because it's so super easy to create viral clips here and get rewarded for it as well. Also, you can send tips to the creator. If you click here, I need to go to this side here. If you click on send tip, then this opens up. You can choose the tip. For example, you can send Pengu. I could go in here, send one Pengu. Ooh, like this. I chose Pengu here, then went to typed in one and hit send tip. Be careful what you type in, because as you see, boom, it's sent. So be aware of what you're typing in here. But yeah, as you can see, I just sent one Pengu to the creator, there's huge tips already. We've seen tips of almost 7 ETH. I think there was a 6.9 ETH tip at one point. So yeah, feel free to take a look. If you're a creator, make sure to sign up. And I think that's already it. One last function before we close the portal. There's the search bar here, and you can search for apps, users. For example, there's one app called Pengu Live. If we go here to app, then we can see this directly. Also for the tokens, there's one token called Nude. If we search for Nude, then we see this directly. We can also search for users, for example, Finn Totten, for example. He's a part of the abstract team, as you can see with those golden badges here. For example, if we take a look at Cigar, this is him. You can see this abstract team. You can check out the profiles from others in a very nice way. You can see their badges. You can see the tokens that they hold. For example, they hold 2.06 million Pengu in this wallet. You can see the NFTs, the transaction history, how much experience points they have on which level, and stuff like that. You can follow them, and yeah, that's basically it. Let me follow Finn as well. And yeah, that's basically the abstract portal. If you have any questions on the abstract portal or any of the functions, feel free to let me know and write it down in the comments. A few things I wanted to say as well. There's also the official X account from Abstract, which it makes sense to follow. There's always all the updates here. As you can see, the major facelift of the Abstract homepage. You've already seen this because it looks like the page that we went through. But there's also the Abstract ecosystem account, where a lot of the different protocols, Dapps, meme coins, and so on are being retweeted. So it definitely makes sense to follow them. Apart from that, the best way to discover the ecosystem is maybe through this X account here, but also through the portal. If you go to discover and then go through all of those different apps here that are listed, you can take a look and watch those. Also under trade, you can hit explore. You can see all the different tokens that are trending. And yeah, I think that's a wrap. You signed up for the first time, you created an Abstract Global wallet, you know how to fund the wallet, how to send out funds, what to be aware of, because you might lose funds if you don't send something on the Abstract chain to your Abstract Global wallet. We covered all of the different tabs here. You know how to get the regular badges, you know how everything is set up, how to get the different bonuses, what they mean when the experience points happens, how to sign up as a streamer, how to trade, how to discover different dApps. And as I said, there's a lot of videos on my channel covering the weekly updates. All of the flash badges that we had so far have been covered by me. So make sure to subscribe. If you have any questions, recommendations, or anything around that, just let me know in the comments. Feel free to reach out on X. All my socials are down in the description. And that all being said, thank you so much for watching and see you in the Abstract ecosystem.